Hello students, we are here to discuss the solutions of mensuration exercise 13.1. The first question, two cubes of volume 64 centimeter cube are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. Now when you see the diagram, actually the diagram will look like this. They are joined end to end. So each side of each cube will be cube root of 64, that is 4. So after joining end to end, this will be 8, this will be 4, this will be 4. These will be the dimensions. So you want the total surface area of this thing, that is 2 into length into breadth plus breadth into height plus height into length. So 4 into 4 plus 4 into 8 plus 4 into 8. So 2 into 16 plus 32 plus 32. So answer is 160, and obviously the answer's unit will be centimeter square. Now let's have a look at the second question. A vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder. The diameter of the hemisphere is 14 and total height of the vessel is 13. Find the inner surface area of the vessel. So actually the diagram will look like this. The diameter is 14, so radius will be 7. And height of the cylinder is 6. So for the cylinder it will be 2 pi r h, for the hemisphere it will be 2 pi r square. This is the total. So today I want to tell all of you one thing very important. Mensuration is a calculation intensive chapter, so always save your calculation till the last step. So don't put values right now. Take 2 pi r common into h plus r. Now you put r equal to 7 and you put h equal to 6. So 2 into pi into 7 into 13. So answer will be 572 centimeter square. Let's have a look at the third sum. A toy is in the form of a cone of radius 3.5 mounted on a hemisphere of same radius. The total height of the toy is 15.5. Find the total surface area of the toy. Let's have a look at the diagram. The radius is 3.5 and the total height is 15.5. That means the conical part is 12. Now again the curved surface area of the cone is pi rl and hemisphere is 2 pi r square. So take pi r common into l plus 2r. R is 3.5. So you put 3.5 here and then 2r will become 7. Now what about L? See, L is the slant height of the cone. You know that is root over 12 square plus 3.5 square. So that's coming to 12.5. So you put L is equal to 12.5 and after simplification answer is coming 214.5 centimeters square. Now let's have a look at sum number 4. A cubical block of side 7 is surmounted by a hemisphere. What is the greatest diameter the hemisphere can have? Find the surface area of the solid. Now let's have a look at this one. This is the diagram. So one thing is very clear, that the diameter of the hemisphere has to be equal to each side of the cube. That is absolutely clear, because they are asking what is the greatest diameter it can have. So in that case the radius will be L by 2. Now let's set up the formula. So cube is 6L square. Now when the hemisphere sits on the cube, then the base of the hemisphere, this part, you have to subtract its area, so minus pi r square. But you have to also add the curved surface area of the hemisphere, that is 2 pi r square. Ultimately it is coming 6L square plus pi r square. So you know r is L by 2, that I told you right in the beginning, that r is L by 2. So you put r is L by 2 means 7 by 2. Then take 7 square common, so 6 plus pi into 1 by 4. And now 7 square is 7 into 7. This whole thing works out to 95 by 14. So after one more step, 332.75 centimeter square is the answer. Now let's have a look at sum number 5. A hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of a cuboidal wooden block such that the diameter L of the hemisphere is equal to the edge of the cube. Determine the surface area of the remaining solid. So when you cut out the depression, you have to understand diagrammatically this situation is exactly the opposite of this. Instead of surmounting a hemisphere, you are carving out a hemisphere. But in both the diagrams, the diameter of the hemisphere is equal to the each edge of the cube. So r will be L by 2 as usual. And as usual 6L square. From that you have to subtract the the base of the hemisphere, so minus pi r square, plus the curved part, so plus 2 pi r square, so 6l square plus pi r square. Now instead of r you write l by 2, and then in the final step I suggest you take 1 by 4 common, just so that you only have only one denominator term 4, and inside it will be 24 plus pi into l square. Now let's have a look at sum number 6. A medicine capsule is in the shape of a cylinder with two hemispheres stuck to each of its ends. The length of the entire capsule is 14 mm and diameter is 5 mm. Find its surface area. So this is the diagram. So I have drawn the same diagram, only thing is instead of diameter I have written radius 5 by 2. So 5 by 2, 5 by 2, middle portion will be 9. Why? Because total is 14. So 2 pi r h for the cylinder part, 2 pi r square for this, 2 pi r square for this. So total 4 pi r square for the two ends. So take 2 pi r common into h plus 2r. Pi is 22 by 7, r is 5 by 2. H, as you can see, is 9. So this is the calculation. And in the next step it is giving 220 millimeter square. Let's have a look at sum number 7. A tent is in the shape of a cylinder surmounted by a conical top. If the height and diameter of the cylindrical part are 2.1 and 4 and the slant height of the top is 2.8, find the area of canvas used for making the tent. Also find the cost of the canvas of the tent at the rate of 500 per meter square. Note that the base of the tent will not be covered with canvas. So this is a very typical real life situation. Obviously the base of the tent will be the floor, it will not have any canvas. So slant height they are telling it's 2.8, vertical height of the cylinder part is 2.1, base radius it is coming to 2 because diameter is 4. So pi rl for the conical part, 2 pi r h for the cylinder part, take pi r common into l plus 2h, r is 2, l is 2.8 and h is 2.1. So after simplification it's coming 44. Cost multiply with 500 rupees per meter square, so answer is 22,000. Let's have a look at sum number 8. In sum number 8 it's written that from a solid cylinder whose height is 2.4 and diameter 1.4, a conical cavity of the same height and same diameter is hollowed out. Find the total surface area of the remaining solid to the nearest centimeter square. So the conical part is hollowed out, so height is 2.4 and radius is 0.7. So 2 pi r h plus the inner curved portion of the cone is pi r l, plus the top part will be pi r square. Bottom part is hollow, remember you have carved out the cone. So among the three you take pi r common, so into 2h plus l plus r is 0.7, h is 2.4. Slant height, well it's pretty easy, 2.4 square plus 0.7 square, that's 2.5. So slant height you write 2.5 and radius is 0.7. is simple calculation. After all the simplification it's coming to 17.6, but they have said write the answer correct to the nearest centimeter square, so answer is 18 centimeter square. Let's have a look at sum number 9. A wooden article was made by scooping out a hemisphere from each end of a solid cylinder as shown. If the height of the cylinder is 10 and the base radius is 3.5, find the total surface area of the article. So height is 10, base radius 3.5. Now you have scooped this out and scooped this out. So 2 pi r is for the curved portion. Now the top scoop inner area is 2 pi r square, and similarly for the bottom, so 2 pi r square into 2. Among these two take 2 pi r common, so inside will be h plus 2r. So h is 10 and r is 3.5, so h plus 2r will be 17. So 2 into 22 by 7 into 3.5 into 17, so answer is 374 centimeters square.